Be careful when it says Wedgwood and Co. on the back. That's not Wedgwood. That's a different Wedgwood. Got it? Hello and welcome once again to M Cubed. I am Brian, the Motley Mix merchant. Thank you very much for dropping by. If it's your first time here, I am a Canadian eBay reseller. Been doing it for just over 4 months now, having a great time and making a little bit of money on the side and chronicling it all here on YouTube. So thank you very much for dropping by. Don't forget to hit the like button if you do like this video later on, and hit the subscribe button if you'd like to follow us along on the entire journey. Hit the bell to be notified every time a new episode is uploaded. Okay, that's the other stuff out of the way. How you doing, everybody? How's your first week of August so far? So far for me, it has been unbelievable. Let's just say that in the month of June and the month of July, each month I sold 22 items total. 22 in June, 22 in July. It is now the 9th of August, and I have sold 21 items as of an hour ago. So it's a little busy compared to the previous months, and I'm going to go over a few of my solds from the last week and then look at some of the auction haul from last night. I'm hooked on auctions. I can't help it. The thrifting just isn't getting me the stuff that I want anymore, and the auctions are a lot of fun. And the items I'm getting out of the auctions, it's the surprises that make it so much more interesting for me. The things you don't expect to find, or the things you find in the boxes you see but you don't know what it's worth or anything like that, and then you look it up and it's a home run. So we'll go over a few from this week's auction haul, last night's auction haul, in the end of this video as well. So let's start off with a few sold items. As I said, it's been a busy first 9 days of August, and just a few of the things that have sold. Let's start with this cowboy hat. Now this is an old one. I've had this in my store probably for 2.5 months. At least 2.5 months. I think it was on its third go around on the 30-day renewals. So the price kept going down and going down. Finally sold it for $11 US. I paid $5 Canadian for it. That's about $4 US. Now the interesting story about this is the buyer paid for $10 for shipping. Now it was a straw cowboy hat made in Mexico. Very nice cowboy hat. But it was hard. You couldn't bend it. You couldn't squish it. You couldn't shape it the way you wanted to shape it. The shape of the cowboy hat was the shape of the cowboy hat when it came to shipping. And the first box I put it in, when I got it all done up and measured it up and weighed it, it was going to cost about $21 US to ship it. That's more than they paid combined for the item and the shipping. So I tore the whole box apart, and I found another box, and I made a Frankenstein box out of 2 other boxes and put them together and got the shipping down to $11 and change. So luckily, most of the shipping was covered by what the buyer paid for the shipping on the cowboy hat. So didn't lose too much money on that one as far as taking it away from the profit of the cowboy hat itself. So a few bucks profit. It sat there for a while. I'm not going to touch cowboy hats ever again, that's for sure. Next up is this. It is a brass tray. It was a small one. I think it was only about 8 inches across, if that's what it says there. 8 inches or so from end to end, with the faux bamboo edging around it, made in India. And it was a throwaway piece at the bottom of a box from the second auction lot from a few weeks ago, 3 weeks ago now. And, it's one of those things, you pull it out of the box and you look it up and it's a surprise. You get, I got $12 US for it, plus the shipping cost, which they cover the entire shipping. And it was a throwaway. It was something that was just thrown into the bottom of the box, and one of those ones you don't expect to get anything for it, and got a couple of bucks, a few bucks profit, and adds up when you start getting into the number of sales that we're getting into so far in August. This came through just as I was finishing up dinner tonight. The cha-ching sound happened on the phone, and everybody looked at me, and I said, yeah, that means I sold something on eBay. And it is a beautiful crystal Courvoisier decanter. I've had that for about a month. I want to say a month and a bit. It's been in the store, but it's gorgeous, pristine condition. Somebody finally bought it for a full asking price. That was $24.99. Canadian buyer. So they paid $7 shipping. I was going to include the shipping if it was an American buyer, but the Canadian buyer is paying a little bit towards it because it's going to cost a little bit. And of course, somebody from the very far end of the country bought it. So it's going all the way out to British Columbia from my place here in southern Ontario. So I think a little bit of the profit from that one's going to be eaten up by the shipping, but not too much, I don't think. It should be a fairly small box as long as I pad it well. Now this next item, it's an Anchor Hocking Fiesta Stripes pitcher. Very mid-century modern 1970s with the stripes on it, the colored stripes on it. This one sold as well out west, I believe it's Washington State in the U.S., and the same buyer also bought, if you remember from a few videos ago, the drink shaker, the glass drink shaker that I found in one of the boxes of glass from the first auction. The same buyer bought both, the pitcher and the shaker. I'm going to combine the shipping on the two and give them a little bit of a discount. And beautiful piece. Again, $14. I got best offer on this one. They offered me 10. I countered with 14. I think that, again, that one cost me $3, maybe $5 Canadian at the local value village. So pretty good return on that one as well. And finally, this one. Framed needlepoint pictures. These were in a box from the second auction. There were these two pictures, plus there were 4 other pictures of berries or fruits or some kind of vegetation, I think. I haven't even listed those ones yet, but I put these up because I was looking at the comps when I was going through things, and the beautiful framed needleworks, they sell well. And this was on black material, and the colors were very vibrant in the flowers. Well, this sold for $39.99 plus $7 towards the shipping, and the shipping I think is going to cost about $9. So again, this probably cost me on the average 50 cents to $1 for both of these pictures. So quite a return for the items from the auction lot that sold this week. And that's one of the reasons why I like the auction lots as well. I've sold, as I say, I've sold 21 items so far in August. 10 of those sales have been from things that came out of the auction lots so far. Definitely made my money back on the auction lots, and there's tons of stuff already listed. There's still tons of stuff to go to be listed from the first two auctions, let alone the one I just went to last night. So I'm liking the auctions. I don't know if you've ever been. Leave a comment below. Have you ever been to an auction and gone to the auction strictly for the purpose of buying box lots and things that you could resell on your eBay or your Etsy site? I'd love to hear your thoughts about it as well, because I'm having a great time. I'm loving the auctions, and I think it's going to be a very good working relationship with my local auction house there in downtown Niagara Falls. So those are a few of the things that have sold so far this month. Now, the auction haul last night. Again, it was a nice one. A lot of people. Seems to be getting busier and busier. The auction house is definitely getting more well-known in the area, and so it's getting busier, especially at the beginning of the night with the box lots. And they changed things up last night. I don't know if they did it 2 weeks ago as well when I wasn't there, but they used to bring all the boxes to the front of the auction room, and they would auction off one at a time. Well, this time what they did is they had one main table, which was full of boxes, and then the bidding started for choice of box off the table. So if you won the auction, say you bid up to $5 and you won that auction, you had your choice of however many boxes you wanted off the table at $5 per box. So that was a pretty good deal. Some of them like $1, and some of these I'll show you when I get into the details. I got a few boxes where I've got 3 boxes for $1 each, and it was pretty good. It was pretty good. Interesting way of doing it, a little different. It did actually move things along a lot faster. We finished off the box lots in just over an hour, whereas before they had to cut it short because they weren't quite done the box lots when they were getting ready to do the main auction. So definitely moved it along faster, and there were some pretty good deals to be had. So let's talk about them, shall we? First off, I got these. These are pewter wine goblets. There's 18 of the small ones, 12 of the big ones, and then there's another 9 wine goblets with a little bit of a flatter bowl to them. So 18, 12, 30, and 9, 39. I want to say there's 39 or 40 in total of the pewter. I got all of them for a total of $10, and they should sell in the neighborhood of around $2 to $3 per cup when you average it out. If you put together 4, you put together 12, or you put together 8, it works out to about $2 to $3 per cup. So there's a little bit of profit to be made there, I think. So I paid 50 cents a cup. So it'll work out well, hopefully. Clean them up. Those are awfully dirty. There's years of dust on the inside of the goblets right now. So I'll be cleaning those up before I even bother to take a picture of them to get ready to list those on eBay. I want to show you this. This was on the bottom of a box, covered in junk, actually. I think it was one of those throw-in ones. They started getting down to the end of the box lots, and so they said, okay, so nobody wants one of these boxes. We'll make these 3 together one lot. So there's 3 boxes together, one lot. There's a gorgeous Oriental scene plate. It actually says Oriental on the back as far as the style of it goes, but it's by Wedgwood and Company. Not the Wedgwood everybody knows. This is not the famous Wedgwood Company, founded by Josiah Wedgwood and his brother. This is a Wedgwood Company founded by Enoch Wedgwood, who is a distant cousin of Josiah's. This Wedgwood Company went out of business in the early 1950s. Early 1950s it went out of business. And so people see this Wedgwood and Company on the back and they think, oh, it's Wedgwood. It's really, really rare or really, really antique. It is old. It's vintage. This is probably from the 1940s in that neighborhood. But it's not the same Wedgwood. It's a different Wedgwood. It's Wedgwood and Company, CO, is the stamp on the back. And it's not embossed. It's a stamp. And that's also a difference from the actual Wedgwood Company. So I just did the research on this recently, and it was interesting to find. I mean, I was looking because I thought, oh, it's Wedgwood. It's not the Wedgwood. It's a Wedgwood, but not the famous, still currently going Wedgwood Company. So, but that's still beautiful. Again, bottom of a probably $2 box, so that maybe cost me 25 cents. If I got 5 items out of that box, cost me a quarter maybe. And I expect to get anywhere from $20 to $40 for it because of its age, and it's gorgeous. It's in great shape, not a crack, not a scratch. It's a little dirty, but I haven't cleaned anything up. It's right from the box and onto the show. So I thought that was interesting. You might like some of the history there. Be careful when it says Wedgwood and Co. on the back. That's not Wedgwood. It's a different Wedgwood. Got it? Okay. I got these. Well, I got a lot of these. These are Time Life Library of Art magazines. Not magazines, books. They are big, heavy books. And they are, of course, the history of art. And, I mean, this one's Rembrandt. You can see the pictures are attached. These are out sleeve. These are a dust cover sleeve that it comes out of. And the ones that I got, they were in, not block me because I know it's going to block the microphone. Okay, that's going back in there. But I mean, it's Rembrandt, Picasso, Monet. There's a separate book on all of them and some like American painters and whatever. There's a total of 28 books in the entire set. I bought 2 boxes for $1 each. There was a table full of books, and nobody really wanted the books, so I went over and took a look after they had auctioned off, and the auction went for $1. So they said, okay, anybody wants a box of books, go on over and check it out. You can have it for $1. Well, I went over and looked, and I saw the 2 big boxes of the history of art and the library of art books, and I picked up both boxes for $1. 28 books in the entire set. I've got 27 of the 28. The only one that's missing is the survey and index book, and you can get them online. Some people are selling them for about $15. I think that must be the book that everybody is missing for the complete set, because they sell for a lot higher than the Monet or the Picasso book when people are selling them by themselves. So I think people that have the books, the survey/index book from this set, they know that everybody needs it to complete the entire set. But I paid, as I said, a total of $2 for those 2 boxes. Even with the 1 book missing, I expect to list the 27 book set anywhere in the $110 to $140 range. Now, what I'm going to do is I bumped up the price a little bit. They are selling in the $80 to $140 range, but that does not include shipping. I'm going to bump up the price a little bit, say $120 to $150, include shipping, because it's 28 heavy books, it's probably going to take 2 big boxes. So even if it says say it goes for $125, let's say $130, probably going to cost $50 to ship. That takes it down to $90. Minus fees takes it down to about $75. I paid $2 for these. I'll take a $73 profit on a $2 investment all day, any day, every day, as I say, and we'll go on from there. So yeah, I'm going to clean them up a little bit. Some of them have a little bit of little bit of surface dirt, but they're in great shape overall, and super pleased with that purchase. And that's a surprise. I got another box as well, which has some books in it. Probably going to make $40 to $50 on those books total, but they're modern books. But yeah, and then so I got the whole set, and then there's also 5 or 6 duplicates of individual books. So I'm going to put those together and sell them as another lot for $20 or so, and there's a few more dollars as well, just for the same $2 investment. So very happy there. All right, one more thing to show you. Well, 3 things, but one thing together. It is wintertime in August in my house right now. I'll show you these. These were in the lot last night. This is one of the ones where I got 3 boxes for $2, I think. This is a beautiful dark blue with snowflakes. This is a big, huge square serving tray, but the box itself contains 4 dinner plates, 4 salad plates, 4 bowls, creamer, a sugar holder, and 8 mugs, 8 tall mugs. I'm going to show it to you, but it's never going to get listed, I don't think. I've already been told, and if you just saw me look, I just got to look again around the corner. This isn't going up for sale. This is ours. It's purchased, and but for $5, I think I got $5 total for 3 boxes. That's right. It was $5 for 3 boxes. It's an entire setting, beautiful winter themed setting, and it's the brand. It's called Togo or To Go, and I believe it's from the Hudson's Bay Company, which is a Canadian company. So, but yeah, I thought I'd show you that because it's gorgeous and it's staying with me. And along the same lines, there's this serving dish and these Spanish coffee mugs. That's what it is, Spanish coffee. I'm not a coffee drinker, so I forget these things. Spanish coffee mugs. There's 8 of these beautiful Spanish coffee mugs with the snowflakes on them as well. And then there's this set. Now it's really bright because of the light. I'll try and get it. You can see again. Snowflakes. A lot of snowflakes. This is hand painted by Tammy. Tammy, whoever you are, you did a great job on these. I don't know if that's a company, if that's just because it's really well made. Like this is not somebody's home project. There's a large 12-inch by 12-inch serving square bowl. There's another smaller square bowl. There is a large 10-inch big bowl, and there's a couple of smaller bowls, and this as well. Altogether, 7 pieces, and all with the same beautiful raised snowflake design. Let me see if I can get that close up. There you go. See? Beautiful snowflake design. It's a cream color with the white snowflakes on it, and it's gorgeous. Those are going to get sold probably. Don't think we have any need for those kinds of serving dishes. So all that for $3, and probably some more that I haven't even looked at yet in the boxes. I've been through a bit of the stuff. This haul, besides hopefully the big haul with the Time Life books, there's a lot of smaller stuff. It's going to be a lot of $10 to $15 to $20 range items by the looks of it. I've got a bunch of it up here right beside the desk already, out of the box and onto shelves, just to have it out of the boxes. So a little bit more work, a little bit more listing to make it, the money off of the latest auction haul. But hopefully those Time Life books are going to make it all worthwhile. So I will keep you informed on those, on what happens with those in the eBay store. Speaking of the eBay store, it is linked below if you would like to check anything out from this video or from previous videos, or just to see what exactly I am selling here from Southern Ontario and beautiful Canada. and I will keep going through the auction haul. I've pretty much blown the thrifting budget for the month. And again, I don't care. I'm really not into the thrifting right now. The auctions are so much fun and getting some great items out of the auctions, and I think I'm just going to let the thrifted stuff that I have in my store play out, and I'm just going to keep plugging away at the auctions. I mean, I'm doing 2 to 3 listings per day, and I'm not running out of stuff. I've got a lot of things I can list, so I'll just keep doing it. And then as I eventually sell things and run out of things to list, I'll go back to the auction house and I'll drop in another Thursday night and see what I can get. So that's the plan anyhow, and we will see how it plays out. Thank you very much for dropping by. Hope you've had a good week and a good first week of August. Good luck this weekend with all of your thrifting and garage sailing. And I thank you very much for dropping by. I will see you soon on another episode of M Cubed. Cheers.